Okay. Ooh, we just got that challenge. That weef. So before you get into it, the only change I made was taking that down to an even number and giving it 1 there. And I honestly think that was it. Is this good? I have no idea what this does. If it actually does anything, if it's just random. I didn't really look over it. I did get if his team will look over, and I was thinking that I am going to have to try pretty hard to prevent rocks off the bat and just throughout the game. And this Volcarona does not do as good a job at sweeping him at +1 QDs as I thought it was. I looked at a couple calcs beforehand. +2 is good, so I mean, like, maybe I can get it and take advantage of a roost on some of the bulkier stuff on his team. But other than that, I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to put my faith in Celesteela this game, and but I'm hoping Swampert does it. And then, you know, I got the staples and Bug Gang. Alright, let's do it. Oh, at Dex, Bobby challenging customs though. Here we go. Am I blind? WPL Bobby. There it is. Okay. Looks good. Omega Hera. Here we go. Okay, so looking at him off the bat, I feel like that Hatterini is definitely just going to come in hard on a Gelv. I actually think I want to start out with Burbug though, just so I can not allow him to get any rocks right off the start. It also pressures everything pretty well except for the Entei, which is our biggest threat this game. So we'll start off with Burbug. Yeah, there we go. I doubt he ran that. I'm kind of expecting like an HP or at the very least, Spadef-y Tar, just because Volcarona is a menace. So yeah, I'm just gonna actually, well, let's see if Pin does it, because Pin might do more damage to like the Hatter if that decides to come in. Oops. We are going with Burr. Going to be Mega against a Hatterini. Probably that. Oh wow, that does nothing. And what does it do against a Tyranitar? I'm guessing that. Alright. Look like he get the CC. Bobby, why did you let that happen? What the fuck are you up to? Okay. Well, there are rocks prevented for the game. Now we just got to install out this sand and our sashes should be good to go. Yes, Mega. Calm mind. Let's see, Draco and Psychic. Off the bat, if I'm -1 Spadef, that does kill unless he is some weird setup set, like with only that shit. I think that Burbug is not super effective against the rest of his team, so I might just sack it here and throw out a pin missile to prevent him from going for any shenanigans, like if he thinks he can anticipate a switch. I'm not going to let him set up here. Let me just check though, what does Hera look like against Draco? You sub Bolt Beak. It's not great odds. I think I'm just gonna sack it. And then Hera did its job as T-Tard is gone, so that's a full Corona check removed. Entei is still our biggest problem this game though. Hatter against so that is just bulk, or just HP, no defensive investment. 2.5. Very shitty half at that. T. Calm Mind, wow. Eats those for breakfast. And he just sigh shocked there. So I think that actually does mean that he has special offensive investment, because against this bug, a Psy Shock at -1. Never mind, we were at -1. Oh, wait, yeah, no, it doesn't. Oh, we're both -1, so yeah, that was killing no matter what. What does a Doug Trio do to that Hatter in case we want to just hard vault with the bug? The bug does not put it in range. I think I'm still gonna do this anyway though. And I'm gonna vault this turn. Because I think we can switch into these things' attacks pretty well, but I don't think he's going to want to sit in here and take this Buzz. Whether he goes into Hat or anything else, a Buzz will give us some nice momentum against that. Go Entei, you want to do it. And just give me that free Doug. Okay, here's Hatter. Now, do I want to Vulk against it, or what's my plan? Don't have rocks yet. Doug, 2 hits from here, but likely dies in 1. But we're sashed, but that doesn't seem worth it to me, because he still has all that priority in the back, being Entei and that. What about a just Selly and Heavy Slam? Mind blown, Zach. Like the Tim and Eric meme of just okay, so I think if I go bulk here, he's gonna hard out into something. Hard into Entei would be really spooky. That leaves us in like a lot of 50-50s, but bulk does pretty well against everything else. Selly just dies. That has Steel Z. And Steel Z ain't doing shit to Entei. What about just perks unboosted? I keep on taking my fucking hand off of my mouse to go type, but I have all these sets here. Ooh, Waterfall just kills, and Waterfall does. I think he's just trying to get a Lottie on me if I Waterfall hard. And waterfall does nothing at all. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I think it's too early in this game to call. Actually, no, I kind of do want to call the Entei or Drake's ult on this turn. Nice. Man, he is playing scared of me. He's not making any switches. Ugh, okay, yeah. Alright, let's look at what this does. Oh. Silly. He probably knows that we're going to be an offensive sweeping set now. But, I mean, it's not like that matters at all to him. Okay, I honestly think that this turn 4 is going to be early enough to start trying to plan out this entire end game from here. And I'm wondering if I even need Volcarona for this at all. It has set up turns against potentially only maybe Lottie left. So if I sack this here, I go into Pert. Because I'm not ready to try and dug that yet. I want webs before I try and dug that. And then we're gonna need something that kills Lottie for the end game, so that actually might end up being Volk. We just need enough turns to get our threats in to take care of his. These two die to Pert and Doug. Yeah, we're just gonna play this 1-for-1 game. Oops. And we're just gonna one-shot all of each other's Pokemon. And there's no way he brought... There's no way he brought it. If that was Shed Shell, I probably lost. Man, we got all kinds of momentum in our favor now, though, because we have a guaranteed turn with this Focus Sash. Oh, he was Smooth Rock on that, so I would almost 100% guarantee that's a Sandra Strike as ult. So, it means it's not Hustle, and it's not Volt Absorb, so Galv can Volt Switch freely, and I don't have to worry about those ridiculous Hustle Bolt Beat Calcs. I think I can just play this game of attrition with him, though. He wants to Lottie on this, maybe Volk goes in and sets up, but other than that, I think we just keep Galv around with its Sash intact to deal with an endgame Greninja. Dougie Pert take that, and I just Volk on that Lottie. I don't even know if this does it though. Well, I wonder if he'd run an AV on that Sandrush Zolt. I kind of doubt it. I wonder if that Zult can take this, though. Because that might be the limiting factor of this game. But I think even if it is, survives low. Will I have enough turns? Maybe, maybe not. I'm gonna guess Scarf EVs should be comparable. He's probably gonna be a little bit bulky though, because I don't think he's gonna go max speed there. That, and so what's it do? Eesh. Oh, wait. Go Zolt. Will you sub? That can't have possibly been the play. Does he have... Does he have Thunder Wave? What is he doing? He's been smart enough to not let me have any free setup turns this entire game until... like, literally, if he had done something with that tar instead of just dying, that would have been acceptable, or that would have been understandable. And if he had made the switch against Sully, that would have been understandable. But that one was like the biggest misplay that I think he could have. Oh, unless this is Sash. It's not like we have an option. We got to go for it. Oh, he consents in, or concedes in the chat. I think I typed it too early. Every time I type it too early, I'm punished. But I also don't think that I can lose this from here. What it gonna be, Blueberry? It ain't gonna be that, Blueberry. Yeah, it's a GG. And Bobby's life is over. Wasn't? It was. And it was scary though. Just because of the vibe or the versatility, like how many different Entei sets can be a threat to this team. Until I do a little scouting and figure out which one it is, Entei is like always super a threat. Like when I've determined it's set, then you know each one has its appropriate check. But in such a short-paced game, like a 12-turn game, if I'm not careful playing around that, or if I you know don't have it in a 100% dead situation, a mispredict against that Entei could give him, you know, just enough momentum, or like get rid of just the right piece, enough to swing this whole game this way. It's such a back and forth thing, like losing one key check could be all that it takes from unknown set. That's it this week though. GG's, Bobby. Got your shit kicked in by the high team. I think he's pretty damn near out at this point, so I'll consult the sheets to see if I was the nail in his coffin that I wanted to be. And we'll see whoever the fuck we're playing next week for that builder. Yes, I will. Backed. PB. That EB, what's up? I still have recording going.
Oh, okay.
What you gotta say?
Oh, just GG.
Yeah, GG.
And same thing I said in the chat, that Adaduggy was good, because I thought I was gonna live that earthquake.
Yeah, no, Adaduggy. I don't remember all of my team building, but I do remember that, and not Adaduggy killed. I kind of thought for some reason that I ended up going with the Jolly, but I think that was against Evan that I changed it.
Well, Memento isn't negative priority, is it? Because
No.
I was going to say
it was
Maladia went first, obviously.
Yeah, no, it wasn't very speed invested. It actually had a fair bit of physical bulk. It hit 330 on the speed with 104 physical bulk and 188 adamant attack. But like I was saying in the recording that like the Entei set is the spookiest part of that team because like in such a fast-paced game where we were just like trading left and right, if I hadn't played super safe to scout that out, like a mispredict around that set could cost me like the game easily.
That's why I was really surprised that you clicked Heavy Slam on Hatterene.
Yeah, I was back and forth on that turn.
I could have gone hard Dracozolt there and had some fun.
What was the Entei? What did Entei set end up being? Was it banded?
That was the standard band set.
Okay, yeah.
I think Edge for Volcarona was the 4th move. I don't even remember.
I mean, yeah. I didn't get to bring it this week, but I brought a Pert set that was wacky. Or I didn't get to use it,
I was gonna ask what the Pert set is. Well, if you built the video, but
I mean, yeah, it's Sub, Salic, Torrent, Waterfall, Endeavor, Quake, with like,
yuck.
Yeah, right. Because like that the plan here was between Doug and Per blanking electric moves and Selly blanking outrages that like I could, it was going to be another set where I had to scout it out to find it out, but like if it was choiced I had it covered, and if it wasn't choiced I Pert could use it as setup fodder. But the second that I saw the sand lasted for, actually I think I probably noticed it on like 2 turns left of sand, that T-Tar was Smooth Rock, I was pretty sure it was just Sand Rush. But
it doesn't get Sand Rush.
It doesn't?
But Sand Stream, that's what sets the Sandstorm.
No. When Tar was Sand Stream, I was sure that Zolt was Sand Rush.
Oh, yeah. No, Dracozolt was Sand Rush, yeah.
Yeah.
It was also a Shed Skin, too, so I could get out of Dougie.
Oh, it was Shed Shell? Like, literally, on the turn that Dougie killed Entei, I was like, well, if he's Shed Shell, I will shit myself and probably lose.
Oh, you mean if the Entei...
If the Entei was Shed Shell in that matchup, you might have just like had that extra free turn enough to swing the momentum back in your favor.
Shit, should have gone Dracozolt then.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised that you just stayed in turn 1 with T-Tar being so critical. Like you missed rocks and you lost your sand source.
No, that's definitely true. Well, part of it was the game was so fast, but I thought you were going to click Pin Missile.
I was deliberating it, but
what the fuck takes a Pin Missile?
Yeah, right. That's part of the thing. That's why Bug go Burr. All he does is click his 2 stab moves and things just die.
No, I wanted to go hard Latias, but I couldn't with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Like if anything, I was thinking that you might like hard Entei or on a pin or something if I went for that. So I just didn't want, because like I think I don't even remember if CC into pin missile is a favorable enough roll to kill Hatterini, but yeah, not letting you get rocks against those sashes was crucial. Mainly Dougie's sash, because that memento was a nice setup into bulk, but like if I needed more turns with Gelv, then the sash should have been nice too.
Is that why you stayed in with Entei, or with the Celesteela against the Entei, because you didn't want the Sacred Fire to get the sash? Like I was surprised you didn't go Swamp Root there.
Right, it was that, and because I had a more offensive Swampert, a physically offensive Swampert at that, I didn't want it to get burned, but also, when it was just Entei, Dracozolt, Lottie, and Gren left, I was looking at that team like, well, this is a physically offensive, autotomized Z-Steel, Celesteela, so Quake, Slam, Seed Bomb, Autotomize don't really do enough to the rest of that team. And from that point, I thought I could find just my own. Like, I thought I could like actually just think out the rest of the game without Celesteela from that point.
And you did.
I mean, I was also risking like a not Thunderwave Latias, but...
That's true. So Latias had energy ball, so I could just drop Pert if I needed to.
Yeah, I definitely would have scouted for that with a bug, because I had like, dude, I don't know what I did to myself, but I had some whack sets this week. I had just like 100. My hair EVs were 150 HP, 128 attack adamant, 128 attack or 120 physical defense, and 100 speed. And then I had like a super bulky Volcarona set. So like,
Yeah.
but
You definitely made the right play if it was a. Did you say it was max attack, max HP on Celesteela?
It's max attack adamant, 192 speed, and 64 spidef, just so I could use Lottie or Hatter or Gren as more of a setup. Just because like a max speed times 2 Celesteela dies or gets outsped and dies to a Scarfed Entei. So I was like, alright, well I don't need to run max speed, so I could just reallocate some Vulcan attack just to hit calcs and
Fair.
give myself a setup opportunity somewhere.
Yeah, I tried to bait you with the Hatterene into Autonomize. It was Z Mystical Fire, and that's when I clicked there.
Oh, on that turn? Yeah, the reason I didn't auto on that turn is, I figured that Hatter would either, yeah, well, I didn't realize that, I didn't even think about Z Mystical Fire, but I thought you would, Trick Room on the auto turn, or just hit it hard.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna end up this, wrap the recording. GG's.
GG.
And we'll see you next week.